What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the next video on learning C++. My name is QDS9 and you guys are watching my channel Corio. Alright, so the second subject is call by reference, and in the previous video we have shown you guys how we're going to pass by value. So in this video we're going to see how we're going to pass call by reference. The second way is call by reference. A subroutine can be passed arguments. This method copies the address of the argument into parameter. Inside the subroutine, this address is used to access actual arguments specified in the call. Any changes made to the parameter will affect the arguments used to call the subroutine. So in this one, what happens that any changes did not change. If you guys look in here, so therefore the changes made to the parameter of the subroutine will not affect the arguments used to call it. So in this one, we've seen that x did not change. It retains its value, but with the second one is going to lose its value. So if you guys look in here, any change made to the parameter will affect the argument used to call the subroutine. The value passed to the function is called actual arguments or actual parameter. Whatever value we're going to pass to the function is called actual argument or actual parameter, because we're going to see the actual, but here is a formal argument or formal parameter. So this is from the previous video, and this is called the formal parameter or formal argument. Okay, so in this video we're going to, as we said, that we're going to see the pass by reference. So we're going to passing the reference. We are not going to pass the value. So if you guys look in here, we're going to pass the reference. So how we're going to do that? I'm going to remove this one, my square root int a, and I'm gonna put a so here maybe I'll keep that, I might use that one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna void, so we're gonna put this one exchange. Exchange is how about I'll do change, or you guys can do swap as well. Alright, so now we have a function which is change, which I'm going to change the values, and I have an int pointer a and int pointer b. Okay, so now I have a two parameter, int a and int b, both of them is pointer, and I'm going to come on top underneath, and I'm going to put an int c here. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to assign this a to c. I'm going to save that value address of a. So pointer a, and my a pointer a, this guy gonna receive the b, and I have assigned this one to c because I have another variable, the type int, and c, my pointer assigned to this one. So now I'm gonna assign this b to pointer a. My pointer b is gonna receive the c. Okay, so I hope it's not very confusing for you guys. I have a void exchange, a change or whatever, because I'm going to swap the values. I should call it void swap, but whatever you guys want to call it, swap or whatever you guys call it. I have a pointer a and pointer b, and I have here the variable which is the type integer of c. I call it c. You guys call it whatever you guys wanted. So I want to save the value of the address. So the value of the pointer to this value here, and I'm gonna put this pointer b to pointer a, and here I want to put whatever is inside from the a to c. I'm gonna put everything inside the b, which is this guy here. So you guys look like a swap or look like a zigzag, because we assign here to c, and here the a has got the value of the b, and the b is got a value of the c, which is this guy here. Okay, so now we're gonna declare our prototype here on top. So our prototype, and we have a void change, and we have an int pointer a and pointer b, and int pointer b. Okay, so that's our prototype here. Okay, so call our function. So if you guys know how we're gonna call our function, now we're gonna have an int x and int y, int x and int y. Okay, so we're gonna assign some values. So x is gonna say our int x, say or you guys can do like this, int x, we're gonna assign, say we're gonna assign say 5 for example. Okay, so in int y we're gonna assign, say I'm gonna put a unique number which is 70 to distinguish from x and y. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is that I wanna display the actual value. So I'm gonna remove this. Okay, the actual value of I and j, the actual value is the so the actual value of the x and y is, so the first one is x, and we're gonna go, then we're gonna display the y. Okay, so now we have here our prototype, but we haven't called our function, so there's no, we haven't started building our function or call our function. So we see the actual value, we're going to see the actual value. Okay, so the actual value of x and y is 5 and 70. If you guys look at here, 5 with the value of the x and the value of y, 5 and 70. Alright, so we're gonna start calling our function, and then we're gonna call our function which is change. Now we're gonna pass the reference, so we're gonna say the reference of x and the reference of y. So this function change gonna call with the address of x and y. So we're gonna put a cout the of x and y is x is, and then we put a x, so I'm gonna put a here, and I'm gonna put something here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put that in the next line. So I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to put endl. Alright, so I'm going to explain to you guys here. I have a pointer A and pointer B, and I have a variable C, and I have here passed the variable A to the pointer A to C. I have assigned to C, and I have assigned the B to A, so it goes like a zigzag, and I've assigned this B, which was assigned to A, to C. Sorry, I'm assigned to this C to B. Here we have the two values x and y. X is 5 and y is 70, and here the actual value of the x and y, and we have shown you guys here. I have the we're gonna call change, our function change, with the addresses of x and y, and I'm gonna show you guys the swapped value of x and the swapped value of y here. Okay, if you guys looking here, with the pass by reference, it changed its value. It did not retain the value. So if you guys look at the actual value of x and y, is x is 5 and y is 70, is x and 70 y. But here, if you're looking here, we are calling our change function with the address of x and y, and if you look in here, the swap value of x is 70, which is got the value of y, and the y is 5, which has got the value of the x. If you guys looking here, they did not retain its value, it changed the value. So if you guys, this is called call by reference. So that's how the C++ does the call by reference. And if you guys look in here, the entire map of this function here we have a void change, we have parameter in pointer A and pointer B, and if you guys looking here, it goes like a zigzag. I'm gonna explain to you guys again. So here I'm saving the value at the address of A, and here I'm assigning B to A, and I'm assigning this C to B. So that's what I'm doing, that I'm swapping this one or changing this one. Okay, so here I have two values, then I'm gonna declare the two values x and y. The x got a value of 5 and the y is got a value of 70. Here I've shown you guys the value of x and y, the actual value, and here I'm gonna call the change function. This is my function, I'm calling this function. If you guys looking here at the prototype, I have int pointer A and int pointer B, and here I'm calling the reference. I'm calling my function, but I'm calling the addresses of x and y, which is 5 and 70. But here I'm changing, because once I call this one kicks in and it's going to do whatever it's got to do. This is the engine, and it changed the value and returned the value here for me here, and I'm received the value of x and I'm receiving the value of y once this function is called. Okay, so but if you guys looking here, the x did not retain its value, the x became 70 and the y became 5. That's what it is here in top. So any changes made to the parameter will affect the argument used to call the subroutine. So it's going to lose its value. So that's how it is with I'm going to bring it closer. So that's what it is, the call by value, which was the first video. And looking here, you guys looking here, call by reference. That's what it is. If you guys just saw that one, that's how these two guys here, we are giving the reference, but these two guys did not retain its actual values, they lost the value. So this is the called call by reference, or pass the values by reference. Alright guys, I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys got any question or comment, leave it in the comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.